नमस्ते बच्चों, खुश रहिए। आई JV Muskan Kumari from the Department of Science and Technology, and I'm working here as an assistant professor in JVWU Women's University and Faculty of Education and Management. So this is well known to all of you that you all are the students of the BTech 6 semesters, and your course name is here the basic introduction towards your the data science. That means your big data and Hadoop, isn't it? So I have made many sessions for you regarding this your course, and today I will discuss the session that's name is the data mining reading, isn't it? And just previous session I have discussed the data mining history. So today I will discuss the data mining reading. So I'm just going to share that with you here. Here is the sharing. Yes, so data mining and reading. Here is the two terminologies used. First is your data mining, second is your reading. And it is well known to all of you that what is data mining and what is reading. Clear? So let's start with this one. Data mining is very popular topic nowadays. Unlike few years ago, everything is bind with the data now. Now, just unlike a few years ago, everything is bind with the data now, and we are capable of handling these kind of large data set. Why we are saying this type? Because nowadays each data are going to be grouped, like the homogeneous data are going to be grouped and making the clusters and make one database, storing in that all related that correlated that data is storing in one places, and another are storing in another places, isn't it? So it's well known to identify that if we are searching any type of data, then we firstly find the characteristics of that data, isn't it? And suppose whenever I find the some attributes and characteristics of that data, then it is very easy to find out the from all ever present clusters that we can pick any clusters and retrieve all data related to our desired data. Clear? So this is what data mining very popular topics did, and this is bind with all the data now and capable of handling this data very well by using the various techniques. Which techniques? Data mining techniques. Clear? Which I have already discussed. So now, by collecting and inspecting these data, people were able to discover some patterns. People are just trying to discover the some patterns regarding this, that I have this amount of the data and we are collecting this data and inspecting in this one, that which type of data is this one and in which form we should convert in this one, and where we have to store these all the data, isn't it? According to the attributes and the characteristics. Clear? So we are able to discover some patterns. Even the whole data is a junk. Suppose all the data are in junk form, then till we are finding the data in the proper way. And there are many hidden patterns that can be extracted by combining the multiple sources. And suppose there are multiple sources from where data are entered into the data warehousing, and we are extracting that data from the data warehouse. So the pattern of that data are hidden, which is stored in the data warehouse from the different sources, which provides the valuable insights. Clear? So this is called the data mining. Okay, now comes to the next point. Data mining is often combined with various sources of data, including enterprise data that is sourced by organization. Now, if we talk about the data mining, is basically combined with various sources of data, and that including the expertise data also, and that is secured by the organizations. Isn't it very highly popular and powerful data which doesn't need to rectify? Yeah, and has the privacy issue, and some times multiple sources are integrated, including the third party data also, customer demographics and financial data, etc. The amount of data available is a critical factor we are going to discover pattern in the sequential or non-sequential data, also the correlations, and the determine if amount of obtained data is of good quality as much as data available is good. Now comes to the next. Let's start to understand this with an example. Okay, so suppose assume we got some data which is related to login or logs for a web application. Suppose there is a web applications and you have to log in that application. So you have required some data to enter your login and passwords, isn't it, username and passwords. So as a whole, this is a set of data that has no value. It may contain the username of a user, login timestamps, time is spent to log out, and activities have done. What will be the activities during this login to these ones? That you require the username of a user and the login timestamp. There might be some. You see that there are some websites which has the timestamp that within this time you have to log in these ones. Or suppose whenever you are getting the OTP, isn't it? To verify your devices and anything. And whenever you are using the OTP options, they have the time limited, isn't it? Have the given timestamps from this timestamp. If you haven't entered your OTP number, then it gets expired. Session gets expired, isn't it? So this is the time through which all your timestamp is given and time is spent to log out and also the activities which will have been done. Suppose if we take an overview look at this, this is the whole mess. This all is going to be the mess types, isn't it? Mess, but we can analyze this to do extract some useful information. Through this, you can easily extract the useful information like what you need firstly this ones, then you need this, then you need this data, isn't it? You can arrange by yourself by analyzing that data set. Clear? So for example, the data can be used to find out a regular habit of a particular user. Further, it will help to find out the peak hours of the system, and this extracted information can be used. The extracted information can be used to increase the efficiency of the system and make more user friendly. Okay. However, data mining is not a simple task. It takes a certain amount of time and it requires a special procedure as well. Now, if we talk about the data mining steps, so there are the various data mining steps. First is the data collection step. Then we are going to cleaning the data. Then we are analysis the data, and then interpretation of data. Then this data is going to be for data process. So here, identify good sources, isn't it? Identify the good sources, and we are collecting the data. Here is the data collected from the different sources, and the sources always be good from where we are getting the data. Then what we are removing the noise and unwanted things from that collected data, that is known as the data cleaning process. And after that we are applying some algorithm on that ones, that is called the data analysis part, and then we explain results and take actions, that is known as the interpretation. Clear? So here is that thing, data collection. The first step is to collect some data. As much as information we have is good, make the analysis easier later, and we have to make sure that the source of data is very reliable, isn't it? Now, data cleaning is same, which I have already discussed with you. Since we are getting the large amount of data, we need to make sure that we have only the necessary data and remove all the unwanted things from that data. Otherwise, they may lead us to false connections and conclusions. Clear? And third one is the data analysis. As the name says, the analysis and finding pattern is done here. Clear? So now interpretations. Finally, the analyzed data is interpreted to take important conclusions like the predictions. What we are going to find out the, you can say that find the latest conclusion, prediction, latest or the resulting output, like the predicted output. Here the data mining models, there are the some models which will I have also discussed here that there are different kinds of the model associated with the data mining. First is the descriptive model, predictive model and prescriptive model. So in descriptive model what happens? It detects the similarity between the collected data and the region behind it. They are basically all of the data they are detects the similarity between the all data which is present in that data warehouse and the collected data. They are making the relationship between that ones and also how give the reason behind that relationship. Isn't it? This is very important in constructing the final conclusion from the data set. This is very important in constructing the final conclusion from the data set. Now, predictive modeling. Predictive modeling is used to analyze the past data and predict the future behavior, isn't it? They are basically what analyzing the past data and also predict the future behavior. That what will be the natures and the characteristics of this data in future. Isn't it? Past data gives some kind of hint about the future data for the future characteristics of that particular data. Clear? So now, if we talk about the predictive data. So this is that things. And with the significant development of wave, text mining has added a relationship discipline, related discipline to the data mining. What during the development of wave text mining has added related disciplines to the data. It is required to process, filter, and analyze data properly to create such predictive model. Now, when I'm going through this ones, then this will show the graphs what uh, how the data mining applications are using and what are the graphs are also showing that. And this is a fraud, this is inventory, this other channels, quality control, and here the cost and utilization is required to prepare that data. Here buyer behavior is showing of that particular data, customer return, retention is shown here, and here the what sales and marketing of that data. Uh, that data is used. Data mining is useful in many ways. For marketing, it can be applied effectively, and using data mining can we can analyze the behavior of customers, and we can do advertising by getting more close to them. It will help to identify trends of customers of goods in the market, and it allows the retailer to understand the purchase behavior of the buyer also, isn't it? And in the education, if you talk about the education domain, then it is easily identify the learning behavior of the students and the learning behavior institutions. Learning institutions can upgrade their modules and course accordingly. Okay, so we can use the data mining to solve the natural disasters also. And if we collect some informations, we can use them to predict things like the sliding and rainfall, tsunami, etc. Some special remarks regarding these ones, like but here data mining should not be used when complete. So data mining could not be used when complete accurate solutions for a particular problem is possible. When such solution is not possible, we can use data mining techniques with the lots of data characterized in the problem input output relationship. Okay, so and the second point is saying need to analyze the problem property to determine whether it is classification, it means discrete output, true or false, or estimation, isn't it? Continuous output is real numbers between 0 and numbers. The input should have sufficient information to make an accurate output, Isn't it? The input should have the sufficient information to make an accurate output. Otherwise, it will lead to an inevitable decreasing. Okay. So there should be enough data make a accurate result. Need to select a proper algorithm according to the input data. Some algorithms need large amount of data to reach a good accuracy, while others reach quickly to the final destination. So here this diagram show the basic diagrams is designed between the graphs is accuracy and the training size. Training size is the training of the data, size of that data, trained data, their size and their accuracy is maintained. Suppose if we are implementing the algorithm first, then this is in the constant way, here this is in the constant way, and when we apply the next algorithm, that means algorithm B, then it's get the higher efficiency and higher accuracy of that data. So, okay. So, students, if you have any problem in this session, then please let me know your query by writing your query in the comment section box, and I will try to solve that query with best informative knowledge in the next session for you. Okay, and please read these sessions from multiple standard books and also the various online sites. Multiple contents are available there, which will give you really knowledgeable information, isn't it? And please be prepared. Many questions will also arise from these ones, like what is the process of how many steps of the data mining, isn't it? What is the main functions of the data analysis, and what is the main function of the interpretations, what is the main function of data cleaning, right? So this type of things, please be prepared.